Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're going to be doing our swag. Okay, so let's get started with our green. Get all that in there and then we'll just do some French knots and such. Okay, so I think this is just really cute and pretty, and it doesn't really take that much time to do. It's pretty simple. As long as you don't get all naughty, you know. Just some back stitching, some detached chains to go with the back stitching. So yeah, pretty simple. I think this little house is going to be adorable. Now you could just make the little house on its own, or just this thing on the outside on its own and have a couple of different designs, whatever you want to do with that. I just thought, well, it would be cute in there, so let's do it this way. But they're two separate designs that, you know, just I stuck them together, okay? That's what I did. Okay, now we're going to put our first detached chain in here. Right like so. Let's keep this straight so we don't get all tangled, right? And there we go. And then just go right back in up and under there and anchor that down. Yep. Okay. Then we'll go back to our back stitch and bring this one down here to meet up. It's just simple, super easy. I know it looks really like, oh, that could be complicated. It's not. It's so easy because we're using some of the easiest, simplest stitches that there are. Just connecting up with what you did before, right? So I'm going to put another back stitch here, but I'm going to go beyond. You see where this line is? I'm going to go beyond that because I don't want to just go to that and then I have my stitch starting in an awkward way, because as you can see, now that I've gone past that line where this one would come in, now I go back here and start my detached chain, because I'll start it right up and under there. If you went to here and then tried to do your detached chain, you would just pull the stitch back out. So best to be strategic with that, okay? Okay. We'll get this one in there. And untwist that. Sometimes you want your detached chains to have a little twist to them. Sometimes you don't. It's like that old commercial. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Well, this is an untwisted detached chain. Okay. All right, super cute. It's in there now. All right, then we're going to come back out here and do our next back stitch so that we're bringing it up to meet that one, right? Just where we left off that last back stitch. Super simple. Then just come down here, do your next one. There it goes. Like so. And then we're going to have a little divot down here. So we'll go down there and do that. And meet right back up to our back stitch. Then we'll start up here on this line and go right up and under that one. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Keep an eyeball or a fingertip under there to make sure you're not knotting up. Now let me get up here and I'll show you. Right up and under here is where you want to go with this one. Not meeting up to that end, but up and under that stitch. Yep. Okay. Then we're going to go past that line. Okay. For our next stitch, and then come back. That way we always have the option to tuck our next stitch up and under the one we just did, right? I think I'm going to do a detached chain here, and then I can do this one off of the detached chain. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh no, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this up, and that's a detached chain right there. Right here. Okay? Alright, we'll figure it out as we go. Alright. We're just doing stuff here. Okay. Now we're going to get into that situation that I was trying to avoid earlier, so I'm going to go right up and under that one. You don't want your detached chain starting at the same place where you just put that other stitch in. So now I can go back up here and start there. Hopefully I'm making sense here. I'll show you up close and personal. I came down. Let me get this out of the way. I came down here to under that one so that I have this space available to start my next stitch for the detached chain. You just don't want it to be at where you just went in, because you're just going to pull your stitch right out. Right? Yeah, quit doing that. Okay. Okay. We'll get our little detached chain in here. And make sure we're pulling it through the right way. And tuck that stitch right up and under there to anchor it down. And there it goes. Super cute. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to go back down here and start my next back stitch here. Just past here. Because, again, that's where the detached chain's going to be. And you want to tuck up and under that line. Not have it right where your stitch is. Come on now. Behave. Alright, let me see what's going on. I've got a little bit of a something going on here. Now, get that back on there. All right, and then we're meeting up with this last one there. Super simple. Okay, I'm gonna go up and do this, because it's gonna meet up with the end of that line, into that stitch. Yeah, I thought so. Keep in touch with what's going on back there. Literally in touch with it. So I'm going to stick that in there. And then we'll do our detached chain, because we're going to come up and under that one to get that detached chain to go in there just right. Yeah, like so. Then it looks like it's growing out of the, the thing. Yeah, I thought so. Come on, man, behave yourself. All right. Okay, now, right in there. Sure. And we're going to do right there to anchor it down. Just keep it under control, right? And put it right in there. There we go. Okay. That's the last of the detached chains. The rest of them are just back stitches, and our little flowers are 3 around French knots. So we're going to meet up there. Like so. And I'm going to go over here and grab this one. And come right up and under there. And then this one goes right up and under that one. Yeah, right there. Come on, be nice. Okay, now we've got all of our green in for our swag, and we'll do our, I'm not going to leave this on there for these because I'll get into a mess on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. And then we'll get our pink. Yeah, pink. That's what I did for the other one. Because we're gonna do a lot of that red color in the roof. So there's that. Let me stick this in here. Get that in there. And we'll get our red. No, we'll get our pink. I don't know, my brain. I say red and then I go that way instead of, Okay, let's get this one. Put that aside. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, as I've said before many times, if you don't like doing the French knots, just sew your bead on there. It'll be pretty. There's lots of different beads you can do. I'm just going to go right up in here at the end of this stitch as soon as I find it. Yep. And do a 3 around. Now, remember, you don't have to make it as big as the line is. You're just doing your stitch. This is just the basis of where you want your stitch to be, right? Okay, and then go right back in there. Hold this one taut. This side is the side that you want to hold taut. Okay, now we've got that one. So super cute. Now I'm going to go at the end of this stitch here, do another one. You can do several. I mean, you know, I'm just doing one per each little twig that's sticking out. 3 arounds. Go right back in there, holding this one taut. So that, now I did show you before, if it comes out a little bit wonky, you can go back up in there and take you another stitch and stitch it over, and then nobody will know. But it's a way to fix it if it gets a little wonky with you. Okay. There's always a fix. We know these things, don't we? There's always a fix. Okay. They're super cute though. See there? Super duper cute. And the 3 arounds are a little bit larger, so they're substantial. This is just the 1 around, so you can tell the size difference. These are 3 arounds over there. Yeah, just, they're really pretty. If they give you grief, practice. If you don't want to practice them, if you're just to your end of frustration with them, yeah, just sew a bead on. It's all good. It is. We're going to have to get out some beads one of these days and put some on some of our work, because I have loads. And I keep saying just put a bead there. So, you know, I'll have to get some of mine out and show you. Just share the beading, huh? Super cute. Okay, we've got 3 more to do, and we'll be good. There we go. Super duper cute. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've been doing them for so long till, to me, they're just, you know, simple. But I understand, because when I very first started trying to do them, I thought, oh, that's a nightmare, you know. But once you learn to hold on to that thread, things just fall into place. Yeah, and practice. Practice is a thing. Because, yeah. And if it goes a little wonky on you, you just don't want to take that stitch out, because it's connected to those other stitches and all the things, you know. Come on, get through there. Then do that little cheater one where I showed you how to fix it. Now those are adorable, right? Now we've got our swag on there. Is that pretty? I mean, really, that's pretty. Next week, we are going to tackle that roof. It's a big job, but we can handle it. We know how. You guys go catch up, do your homework, or if you're not doing the swag, just, you know, wait till next week. We're going to do the roof. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. TTFN.